Sunday, the 12th of February. But today, our reading is from Mark chapter 9, and it's the story about the Transfiguration, where Jesus takes some of his disciples and they go up the mountain, and then they see something. A cloud enfolds them, and they saw Elijah and Moses talking to Jesus. And then, important, in verse 9, it says, as they came down from the mountain, Jesus ordered them, don't tell anyone what you have seen until the Son of Man has risen from death. Quite recently, we watched a movie called Bliss. And in this story, it's about a man who's going through a lot of troubles, and he's got some problems. And then he meets a lady, and she promises him a different world. He's an artist, and he draws the most beautiful drawings. And then by the use of some substance, they escape to this world of bliss. And what they see is the most wonderful world, but in reality, they're just in their terrible shacks and living almost a life of devastation. But they escape, and they imagine in their minds they see something different. And that's what I want to talk about today, dear friends, is reality and what we see, what we think we see, and faith. It is quite often the case that people of faith are being accused of escapism, of not seeing reality. And this passage that we read is something of the harshness of reality, and Jesus, who speaks about his upcoming death, it's almost taken away by what they see. But he tells them, don't tell people what you have seen. Is that escapism? Is that seeing of them? Is it a different world? Or is it a vision? And that's what Jesus and his life, his death, his resurrection was all about. It was not to escape reality, but to create a different reality by way of sharing a vision. And that's what we want to do. That's what we want to be, is not escape the reality or having a faith that doesn't touch the ground, but to be people with a vision. And yes, that includes the social world where we live. Not only to create something within a community of faith, but as a community of faith, be something that inspires. It is a huge challenge. But to be in the society and in the community and in this world, something that is what Jesus called the kingdom of God. So, for me and for you, the question is, not only what we see, but to have a vision of what can be. And doesn't matter what the reality is to have and to live with that vision. And it reminds me of Viktor Frankl's book, The Meaning of Life, where he realized within the devastation of a camp, a Second World War concentration camp, where he realized, but there's another world possible, even within his own situation. And my call to myself and to you is, let's live with that vision of something different. But it will take all of us, and to live for that. May we say a yes to living with this vision. And with these words and with a prayer of God's guidance and his wisdom, may the Lord bless you and keep you.